do that's extremely simple. I can make it more complicated. I know more about the stuff than what I just said, but I'm not going to say that because number one, it's going to take me longer to say it. So I'm going to make less money per hour. Plus the people that I get in, it's going to be more complicated to say. And what I want is a business for everybody to say it, no matter where they're from or what country they live in or what language they speak or what kind of background they have or what kind of color of skin that they've got or what kind of religious beliefs they've got, that everybody can do it. And the most unbelievable thing today in Herbalife is we got everybody, okay? We didn't have that back in the beginning of the company. It's amazing what's happening today in our business. We have people that used to be school teachers, okay? School teachers that make $500 a month in our company. Some of them make $250,000, and I got one of them that made $3.5 million last year, living in her beautiful mansion in Hawaii. It's unbelievable.
We're cutting it right there. Stop share. Skirt. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Do It 24 crew call EOM. My name is Jerry Cooper, current global expansion team member. With aspirations and dreams and goals and, you know what I'm saying, the destiny to hit president's team and beyond at the end of the day, right? Listen, everybody can do the business. Let's get it. I need you guys to understand that anybody can do it. It doesn't matter if you're Black. It doesn't matter if you're Asian. It doesn't matter if you're white. It doesn't matter if you're of Latin descent. It doesn't matter who you are. Anybody can do it. Here's the proof, right? Check it out. Here's the proof. I'm gonna tell you guys the proof. Me, as you guys can see, I am a melanated gentleman standing here on this call talking to you guys, right? I have multiple people on my team that look nothing like me. Nothing like me. You are going to attract people that don't necessarily look like you, but it's okay because anybody can do this business if you give them the opportunity. Be greedy with the opportunity, right? I'm fired up. I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because it's super serious for you guys to plug into events because that's what events do. Events recharge your battery, right? Because you know what it's like when you've been grinding. If you've been in for over a month, type of one in the chat. If you've been in for over a month. Let me see. I did too, just logged out and back in. Skirt, skirt. Okay. So if you've been in for over a month, that means that you had over 30 days. And you know what it's like if you've attended events, if you logged on to events. Sorry if you guys haven't been able to go to in-person events because, you know, Corona and whatnot, COVID-19, but you've been able to get on Zooms, right? So with you being able to get on Zooms, I know that fires you up because you get to hear things that you probably haven't heard before. You get to see people that you maybe see on Instagram that's living that life. You maybe get to hear different information, different method, different tactics that you can be like, oh, you know what? Let me apply that to my business. Let me go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, do that because that sounds good. That sounds cool. This is this person's success from doing this. Let me just copy what they've been doing because this is a copycat business at the end of the day. You don't need to invent nothing. You don't need to be like, oh, let me come up with a brand new thing. Like, no, don't do that. Just follow the success because, like, I'm going to tell you what, if you follow what works, it's going to work for you. It's going to work for you if you follow what works. I promise, right? So as you guys see, multiple different people from multiple different backgrounds doing a business, teacher making $500 a month, another teacher that made $250,000 one year, and then another person that made $3.5 million. Listen, I'm going to tell you what, I'm cool with $1 million. I'm cool with $1 million a year. I'm cool with that, right? But the opportunity that you have is to make $3.5 million if you want. You have the opportunity to make 500 if you want. It's about what you choose and what you want to do. And I'm fired up about we can choose our destiny and do it together and lock arms and run as one unit, right? So let's get it. We just got back from JKO. Type a 2 in the chat if you was on JKO. Type a 2 in the chat if you was on JKO. I've been there like, yes, I was on JKO. I was there, right? That's hella funny. Okay, cool. So if you attended JKO, right? You should, because, you know, it was virtual. It was free. You didn't have to travel nowhere. You didn't have to spend no money. You know what I'm saying? You have to get no hotel. You didn't have to do nothing. All you had to do was just sacrifice a little time, right? But what's sacrificing a little bit of time on a Saturday and Sunday to build the rest of your life forever? right? Because this is the thing. I've sacrificed many a Saturdays to be at events. I went to an event on my birthday before. That's how committed I've been to changing my life. I went to an event on my birthday when I was like, you know what? I really want to be out with the boys. I want to be getting mimosas and eating pancakes, French toast, doing the deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what? Let me show up to the event and let me actually learn. And that was many years ago. But let me tell you what, it paid off. It paid off for me to sit here and be on the call as a global expansion team member to speak to you guys. For those of you on my team and that are not on my team, it was worth it. Let me tell you that it was worth it. So in the future, when my birthday do come up, I could go and do that birthday trip in Dubai. I can go ahead and go to Miami and then fly to New York and then fly to LA and come back to the crib. I want to be able to do that. That's why I sacrifice some Saturdays, right? So, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. It don't take no money, especially right now. It only takes time and commitment and the energy to tune in. So if you're on JKO, right? I see a couple twos. I was on extravaganza. I was at extravaganza during mine. I feel you. Me too. And I hit for my birthday. Actually, yeah, Steph, I do remember you being at your birthday. See, that's what I'm saying. I like that. Shout out to Steph. She's been around for a long time. Shout out to her. She does a lot for the team. Anyway, if you were at JKO and you attended, if you want to speak about 1 to 2 things, 1 to 2 things that you got from JKO and that you want to apply to your business, please come off of mute, introduce yourself, your position in the marketing plan, and the 1 or 2 things that you got. Come off of mute if you would like to speak.
I'll share. I'll share 2 things. One thing that
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Amanda Michaelis, current active team world member. Thank you. All right. So one thing that really stood out to me a lot was when they said, so when we go, so have you all like played sports here? I grew up playing soccer. So like when we go out onto the field to play a game, the team and myself, we always have the mindset to go on that field to play to win, right? So I take that as, okay, so whenever I leave my house, why not set the intention to get a contact? Why not set the intention to get a new customer every single day? Why not set the intention to get a new preferred member every day, and not leave the day without one win? You know what I mean? Like I have to be productive in some type of way and just not let it go, not let the day go without winning with something. And also I really liked how they talked about social media, because that's something that I have been slacking on personally, instead of just like taking selfies or workout selfies and just post it and that's it, but not sharing me and my personality. So that's something that I am going to do, and just share about my day a lot more from the moment I wake up to what I do, what I talk about, share my personal development. That's going to hold me accountable to really in tune with my personal development and share what I've learned, and just share throughout my day and show people who I really am, instead of just me taking shakes and tea every single day. That's it.
Nice. That is a great share. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. We're actually going to talk about social media a little bit, so I'm glad that she touched on that, but take notes about what she just said right there, and then we're definitely going to touch on that in a little bit. Who else wants to come off of mute and speak about what they got from?
I want to go, but I'm driving, so I'm not going to put my camera on. Sorry, you guys. What up? It's Liz, current world team member. I just wanted to kind of give you guys my takeaways. The 2 that I'll go over both came from Matt and Alexa. I don't know how to say their last name, so Herbert, I don't know. Okay. But the first thing is everything that you're doing and not doing will duplicate in your business. So make sure that you're paying attention to what you're doing first and foremost, because if you feel like something's off in your business, it's probably because you're not showing up somewhere, and that's the same place that's lacking in your team. And then the last thing that I want to go over, since you said only 2, because I had some good ones. the best follow-up system is the one that you work. So pick a follow-up system that works for you, get organized, get consistent. But if you don't have you can have a follow-up system, but if you don't work it, it doesn't work. So make sure you pick something that's simple enough and duplicatable enough for your team. And again, everything you do and don't do will duplicate for your people. That's going to be my short little share.
Nice. Yeah, I really like that. Thank you for that share. At the end of the day, guys, you guys got to understand that Herbalife does not just fall. Like the opportunity can fall in your lap. You may be able to just get a couple clients to just fall in your lap just from you being like, hey, I do Herbalife, right? Like that happens, right? Like just people be like, oh, hey, look, I've been trying to find somebody, or, oh, you do it. Yes, whatever the case is, right? Like, yes, you can get a couple clients just by saying, hey, I do Herbalife, right? But if you want to build a everlasting, sustainable, growing business, you must work it. You must work it like your life depends on it, depending on what level in the business that you want, right? But ultimately, at the end of the day, whether you want to make a steady 1,000 a month, whether you want to make 100,000 a month, you need to be able to say, you know what, I'm working my business. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that may be, my follow-up, my DMO, posting on social media, getting results, getting new results, following up with people, hosting Fit Club, doing Satellite Club, working in my nutrition club, whatever the case is, right? Meeting up with the team, posting consistent content, whatever it is, work it. So yes, I like that share. Does anybody else want to share?
Yeah, I'll go. Hey everybody, it's Michaela. I'm current supervisor. I got a lot of nuggets this weekend, but I'm gonna share too. I just have to put that disclaimer out there.
Right.
Okay. All right. So two that I'm really going to take with me. One being, okay. So just like about recruiting, because that's been really my main focus lately, like how to recruit, how to be intentional about it, is just having goal-oriented conversations by asking intentional questions, like asking, do you love, like, I know this was more so, it was spoken more so for nutrition clubs, but I can also utilize it in some ways too. Like, asking like, do you love what you do? Where do you see yourself? Like the questions that kind of help you kind of frame where you want to go with the person and what's going to be meaningful for them when you recruit them. So that part. And then also, another really key I got was from Reginald Balance, the guy from France. I like that he said, because I've struggled with this, he said, don't talk to everybody or you'll get nobody, basically. The whole thing about like, you can't just talk to everybody. Yes, you have to connect. And I keep trying to find the balance between, like, I know everyone deserves a business and I need to talk to people, but I low key being so like trying to have that in my head, like I'm missing the opportunity to connect, have those meaningful conversations, actually make sure it's valuable at the same time. So I appreciated his reminder to make sure you connect and don't talk to everybody if it's going to mean you get nobody. Like, really be intentional about it.
I really like that share. I was actually laughing at I'm laughing at Sets and Marcos. It says Set and Marcos. And I'm like, oh, there's, okay, cool, right? No, but definitely I really like what you said the first part, right? About asking intentional questions, right? So this is a line that I really like to say, right? Like this is like pre-COVID, but you can still say this because, again, right, people are going out. They just lifted the California restriction. People are starting to go outside. But this is what I used to say, right? When I would be like, I would go to the movies, or I would go like to Chipotle, or I would go to anywhere, right? And I'm trying to recruit. I have the intentionality to be like, yo, let me try to get some business partners. I would say this, right? Write this down. I would say this. We would be talking, whatever the case is. And I'd be like, oh, how long you been working here? And they'll say whatever time, right? Like, oh, I've been working here for like 2-3 years. I'm like, oh, you must really love working here, huh? You must really love working at the movies, huh? You love serving popcorn, huh? Right? Not like trying to play them out, but really be like, get them to think like, do I love working here? Like, let me tell you guys something, right? I'm going to tell you guys something, and this is the reality about people at their jobs, right? A lot of people stay at their jobs because their job pays them just enough to not go for more. Just enough so they don't have to be like, you know what, let me go do something else. That was really nice, right? Y'all can go ahead and write that one down too. That was really nice. Go ahead and put that, right? Just enough that they don't have to go for more. So you super excited, the energy, you've been drinking tea, you looking good, you feeling good, you've been making money. Type a 4 in the chat if you feel way better after you get a new client or a preferred member order. If you feel way better, like your day is just turned. Listen, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. When you get that order, whether you've been working on it or it just happened, when that PayPal notification come through or that HN Connect come through, you are a higher level person after that. You on a higher frequency. That's the truth, right? So imagine it's your perfect day. We already talked about this last week, right? It's your best day ever. You woke up, you did whatever you wanted to do. You didn't work out, you got your endorphins flowing, right? You didn't drink tea, beauty booster, probiotic. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have the shake. You didn't ate good. Now you outside, you like, okay, I'm ready to talk to people about what I do. And then right before you walk in, you get that order. And now you see this person. Imagine what your energy like. Imagine what you come off like. Imagine what that view is from that person's shoes about you, right? Imagine what that's like. So you always got to be on point, like, okay, right? Especially when you got the button on, am I on point? And am I a proper representation of what's going on, right? And then you must really love your job, huh? You know, they might not say it right then, but I promise they're going to think about that question, right? And that's where you follow it up with, hey, you know what? Let me get your Instagram. Let me get your number. Just see what I do, right? And you ain't got to say it like that. Just let them see what you do. Let them just see, follow me, bro. Or girl, follow me. I'm going to follow you back. Come see what my life like. Come see how I'm living. Come see how I rock out. That's how you start to invite people. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get to get people on the secondary recruiting. Like you done met them, come see what I do. You're on point. They might ask, or you might follow up with them after that. Like, yo, what's up? Like, you know, this is what I do, right? I'm building a portfolio of before and after results. I'm looking for a community of people that want to make an income around nutrition and fitness, helping people, XYZ, right? Whatever route you're going to go. But that's something that you can do when you come out into the marketplace, right? I just ran off on that off of what Michaela said, but hopefully, right, you got some value from that because that was dope. Does anybody else want to share what they got from JKO?
Me, I want to share. Hi, everybody. Lisette Loza, current world team member. One thing that I took from JKO was that I really don't have to overcomplicate everything. I look up to RC and Alondra a lot, the Go Hards, and listening to them talk really fired me up because they talked about like promos and stuff like that. And it made me realize that I really need to take advantage of all the resources on my Herbalife. Like there are so many freaking resources on there and I don't use them. And so like I tell my team all the time, like, dude, everything that you're asking me right now, it's on myherbalife.com. Like just look for it and you'll find it. So just like little things like, oh, well, if you place an order for blah, 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 you'll get a free shaker cup. And people want that shaker cup. Like I should just do that more often. I don't know why I only do that at the end of the month. Like I gotta just do that on a regular basis. But yeah, just keeping it simple basically is what I took from it.
Nice. I really like that. Yeah. The biggest thing I could say is don't overthink it for sure. Just don't overthink it. Just do, right? You learn by doing. You know what I'm saying? Like when you try to just run a lot of plays through your head and you're like, okay, how I'm gonna say this, what I'm gonna do when this happened, XYZ. It's like you overcomplicate it and then you get to a lower state, a lower level of thinking before you even go do, and now you're discouraged and now your production level is lowered, right? When in fact, you need to just go out, you know, think about it a little bit, you know, but don't overthink it. Go out and just do. And I'm gonna tell you, experience is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. So you need to learn by doing. How do you get better at recruiting? Go try to go out and recruit hella times. hella times. Like, just that's what it is, hella times. And then you'll get better. You'll learn about what not to say. You'll learn about, okay, this is what I should say when they say this, XYZ, right? And it's a forever learning thing because you meeting different people with different personalities and different views on things. So it's you always gonna be trying to get better. That overthinking got me today. Yeah, just don't overthink it. Just do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ask your sponsor, you know what I'm saying? But try to figure it out, because there's no such thing as a dumb question, but there are lazy questions, Because so, especially like she said, there's a lot of resources on myherbalife.com. Pretty much anything you need to know. And this is the thing, myherbalife.com is obviously the library, the database, the headquarters of what we do, right? So there's going to be a lot of stuff in there. But the only thing that My Herbalife is not going to tell you what is like how to say stuff, how to respond, how to maneuver in the marketplace. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to tell you that, but it's going to give you the black and white about everything. That was really good too, right? I want y'all to really just take that in. That was really good. I want y'all to keep that there. Bet, okay? So that's where experience comes in by you just doing, but the black and white, how to get the nutrition club going, how to do a wellness profile, what the products do, how much nutrients is in each thing, calories, blah, 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 blah. That's all on there, right? But the human interaction, you got to do that. You got to take that on. Because if you want to be a president's team, imagine how many people that you're going to have to deal with for you to be able to reach that. Imagine way more people that's on this call right now, way more people that's in your downline currently right now. So it's going to take for you to have more, better, higher intense human interactions for you to be able to people to be able to say, let's stick together. Let's do this. You make sense. I want to run with you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that was good. So, all right. Does anybody else want to come up and mute? Because this is really good. We're getting some good conversation. I feel like we're getting some really good conversation right now. So does anybody else want to come up and mute what they got from JKO?
I do.
Oh,
What's that?
Bet. So listen, we'll do it like
You
this.
got it.
Type of 4. What number are we on? 4, 5? No, 4 or 5. Let me see. We on 5. Type of 5 in the chat if you want to say something, so that way I can see. Right? Tango. No, Abane wants to say something. Abane, you'll be next. Tango.
Alright.
Okay, y'all could go again. All right, so now we're just gonna cut it down to one thing because, yeah. So Tango, and I'm assuming Marcos wants to say something. Okay, bet. So Abane, Tango, then Marcos, and then we'll go ahead and keep going.
Okay, so my 2 things,
Wait,
because I've had
who
this.
are you? Who are
Oh,
you?
sorry. Hi.
Right.
How's everybody doing? My name is Abane. I am a qualified producer. And what else am I supposed to say? Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, so what I got from JKO was a lot. And like Michaela mostly touched on, because we were talking a lot too about it, but she mostly touched on most of the stuff that Reginald was going through, which I loved everything he was saying. So I'm just going to say, I don't remember her name, but I'm sure you all remember the 19-year-old young lady that had like hit was it millionaire or whatever in 2 years or whatever. She was speaking, and I was taking all the notes because I'm like, I don't know how she did whatever she did, but one of the things was on there, it was kits with the membership. So I'm like, okay, that's a really great idea. People always love like free stuff or something like that. So like how Lizette mentioned that you could do the free shaker cup. All the clients always ask about the free shaker cup. So maybe when I'm pitching the idea of the membership, I could be like, oh yeah, you get a free cup if you like sign up with me or if you join or when you decide. So like I can pitch that, or also just like how Mari and in the other previous calls, we've talked about the free liftoff, and I've seen the ways that Michaela has pitched that she would do like a free lift if the first 5 people who signed up would get her favorite energy boost or whatever, and it was a liftoff. So I'm like, oh, that kind of stuff is really clever. It's really smart. It'll get people to sign up. And I remember when we were doing the 3-day trials, the first thing people saw and why they hit me up is they were like, free, you know, I love the word free. So when they said the kits, I'm like, okay, that's maybe something I can run with moving forward. Now, that being said, I did apply for a satellite club. I am excited to do that. But Reginald did also mention an online free attraction group. So I was just talking about doing like a fit camp or something like that. Maybe just telling people that, hey, meet me at the park. I'll be working out on this specific day of the week between these hours, and make it like a weekly thing so that people have something to look forward to. And potentially while they're there, I can give out samples or pitch products or whatever, just make, you know, more connections, do wellness profiles. I just think that that will really boost my clientele, because one of the things that everybody kept saying is, if you don't have no invitation, you don't have no clients. So what I'm trying to do and definitely start putting in motion is inviting people to certain things. So yes, I'm working on it right now, posting my flyer for a fit camp potentially on Thursdays, just like down the street for all the people that are in my area. And then one thing that I want to work on now is like a shaker tea party that I can do maybe monthly or weekly. So just trying to get that kind of stuff in motion. I got a lot from the group, and I'm just like ready to get so much done and just put it in motion, because I think it's what I've needed to do. And I'm excited to put that in motion. So yeah.
Nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. You said a lot of key points. The two that I really got from what you said was invite. Like, you want to be inviting to something. Like, you have to have a contain to get people excited, right? You gotta have a container. So the container could be a challenge. The container could be the fit club. It could be a shake party. It could be a book reading party and you serving muffins with the new situ. You know what I'm saying? With the new protein baked goods, right? We serving muffins and reading Untethered Souls. Let's get together and cry together, right? I'm just playing, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? We doing facial parties, mint mask, and hemp serum. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We doing mint mask and hemp serum tonight. And we serving shakes and bev mix with beauty booster all night. And you know what I'm saying? Like, invite to something. So yes, have an invite, right? And then the two about offering more value, ultimately giving out liftoffs, being like, you know, creative, right? Think about it like this. My bad, right? Yeah, I'm like, what's going on, bro? If you buy, right? Think about this, write this down. If you haven't thought about this, right? This is a nugget. This is a tip that you guys can use. How much does a box of liftoff cost at the supervisor level? Somebody come off mute and tell me. How many dollars? How many dollars?
Like 12. I don't even remember. Like 12.
Something like that, right? Less than $13 is ultimately less than $13, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Now check that out. $13 for you to get one box of liftoffs, right? You get 10 of them in there. If while you out in the market and you gave out a liftoff, right? And that person was like, yo, let me buy a box. That's $20, right? You're going to profit, you know, 50%, $10. With the tax, you know, whatever the case is, you know, 9, 8, whatever, right? But you're going to profit that. If you sold 2 liftoffs, you made your money back plus more and 2 new clients. What if you gave out hella liftoffs? It's very inexpensive for you to invest in boxes of liftoffs. Now, I'm not saying spend your whole check. I'm not saying blow a bag on liftoffs. That's not what I'm saying. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. I understand, because I've been there, right? But what I'm saying is invest in your business so you can get, right? We talked about this before. You have to invest first before you get the gains. You have to, it's just like working out. It's just like going to the job, right? When you go work out, you do not see results that day. You don't receive results that week. Minimal, very minimal, right? Depending on what's going on. Minimal results in a week, right? But what I'm saying is, you have to put in the time. You have to invest the time working out to see the results in your body. When you go to work, you have to put in those hours before you get that check. You know what I'm saying? If you work in a legal job, right? If you work in a job that's like that, right? But same thing with this, right? You have to talk to people first. You have to give the energy first before people commit to saying yes, right? So a better way to turn more yeses is to be like, hey, try this liftoff. Invest in your business. Invest. Spend the 10 to go give out the 10 liftoffs. You give out the 10 liftoffs, you get 7 clients. All 7 clients order the basic program. Now you own. Now you own because you invested first. You see what I'm saying? And then you got the gain secondary. So go ahead and do that, right? Tango, let's hear it.
Can y'all hear me?
Semi.
Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. Use my headphones. Anyways, Tango, currently at World Team right now. I don't know their last names, but it was Kenneth and Sarah Blank. I don't know what their level's at. But anyways, Jerry actually put this in the Do It 24 crew chat, and it was feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. Now, my thing is, I don't really have the best way to kind of like say the right things at certain responses. And it also goes back to like RC and pretty much go hard saying like simple scripts. So those things are the hardest thing that I can currently say my struggle is at the moment is trying to find ways to be like, it connects to bring up, certain things. So that was probably my biggest takeaway. Just because like, you want to feel a connection with that, with that conversation, how it felt in that way, and then how to find a way to kind of bring in the business or product. So again, it goes to intention of how you bring up the conversation. But I think those 3 kind of ways of, I guess, trying to like connect with it was really what stuck out to me. Just that right there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and follow up with that because that was a really good one that they said. So actually, yeah, so their name was actually Kenny and Sarah. I actually know them. I've been knowing them for a couple of years now. They actually just hit President's Team like a couple months ago. So that's super lit, right? It's actually really dope when you know people before they hit Prez, because it's like, oh, like you was really putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So it's really dope. Anyway, so what he was saying, what Tango was just saying was the feel, felt, and this is what I found, right? So for example, this is what they said on the call, right? So again, if you're trying to recruit somebody for business, this is just an example, right? You might be talking to somebody about the business, like, oh yeah, this is what I do, blah, 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 right? Okay. And they might be like saying like, yo, I don't really have time for that, right? So the feel, felt, found, a way you respond to that is saying like, listen, I understand how you feel because I used to, related to you. I used to be in this situation. I used to be working 40 hours a week, XYZ, blah, 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 right? So understand where they're coming from, 1. 2, I felt the same way and I felt like I couldn't do this and that and the third, but I found a way to do it in the pockets in between I was working. So example, I don't have time. I'm always at work. I work 8 hours a week, blah, 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 right? Okay, cool. I understand how you feel. I used to be this is the example that he said, right? I used to be a barber. I used to be cutting hair all the time. And I used to have clients coming in and out the door and I didn't really have time. But I found out that I can still work my business in between the pockets just by sending a couple texts on my lunch, on my break. And I was able to create business that way. So that way I can able to step away from my barbershop a little bit at a time by the more I was able to do. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I hear you. I feel you. And this is what I found, right? So that's just one tip, and that's really dope. Did anybody else want to go? Marcos, I know you wanted to go. Bet, let's get it.
For your time, guys.
Hi, my name is Marcos. I'm a qualified producer, and I forgot his name, but we were calling him Ronnie. It's the same dude we were just talking about. They were talking about building houses, and that was the first time I actually heard that.
Baker.
Things in it was the roof, and they were actually talking about how that should be the foundation, and it's basically the results that you're getting, how you're liking the products and stuff like that. And then for me, what really helped me with it is a lot of times we get so carried carried away and trying to build the whole house at once. But what is really helpful is if you pour into the rooms, like the first room, for instance, and they're talking about how their business got very successful because they were just pouring into the first room and investing, like you guys were already talking about, which is getting more customers and stuff like that, getting more distributors. And the more you pour into that room, the more the other rooms in the house start to progress. And then obviously there's follow-up and stuff that comes with it. But yeah, that really helped me, and I liked it. Just so instead of trying to go for the whole house at once, you just go for the rooms and then progress off of that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was actually really, really dope. We talked about that before, the 2500 house. So just really quick again, we're just gonna go over it really quick. If you guys want to take notes on this, you can. If not, hopefully you took a picture at STS or at JKO. But I'm just gonna say it real quick for those that did not see it, right? So you're gonna draw a house, right? The triangle at the top, right? Not Illuminati, but the triangle, right? The triangle is personal consumption, right? So that's your results. It really so the person who said this was actually Tim Hendricks, right? Me and Tim Hendricks are actually pretty cool. He's actually 20K executive presidency member, been in the business for like 30 years, been making money for a very, very, very long time inside Herbalife, right? So your personal consumption is your results, right? So what you're doing as far as your own personal, how you getting right. The box right here, so it's going to be the house and then 4 boxes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. House or roof, 1, 2, 3, 4. Personal consumption, your DMO. So whatever that may be, going out, talking to people, fit club, the things that we do to acquire people, right, is your DMO, right? Posting on social media, right? Prospecting, that's the DMO, right? Then it goes over into the next box next to it, which is new clients, right? You get new clients, preferred members, retail clients, you make the money, you're excited, you feel good. All that's lit, right? Then you go down and you have that being that existing clients. So people that's staying with you over time, right? Because you're going to lose some people. So you always need to be getting new. This is why it works, right? It's really a revolving thing. You're always getting new results. You're always doing your DMO. You always get new clients to replace, you know what I'm saying, the ones that you lose. You have your existing clients right here, people that's reordering, people that's been with you for a while, preferred members, right? And then those people fall over into distributor. So from your DMO, prospecting, getting them a result as a new client, having them feel it as an existing customer, and then some of those people will go over into the distributors. Some. Type a 6 in the chat if you were a distributor first. If you were a customer first. If you tried the products first and then became a distributor, type a 6. Just so we can get some validation on that. Right? Damn near everybody. Am I the only? Not the only, I can't be the only person. I know. Right.
Hi.
Who said that?
Me.
I see you. Right. So, okay. Not everybody, but a lot of people, majority, taking the products first. You know what? This makes sense. I like the products. I'm getting results. I can sell this ish. Let me become a distributor. Right. So your results as the roof, your DMO in box 1, new customers, box 2, box 3, existing customers, retention, right? People staying with you. Distributors, box 4. This house makes up your 2,500 that you achieve as a supervisor so you can get your full royalties, so you can get all your money on your check. You see why it's important? Do you guys see why the house is important? Right? So that's that. Thank you for that. That's everybody. Okay, bet. So speaking about having people, new clients, getting existing people to sign up with you, preferred members, right? We ran numbers earlier this month, right? And there's a person on the team that I personally haven't met in person, but I've definitely been speaking to her over the last week. I just seen her hit senior consultant today, so that was super dope, right? So let's go ahead and give it up for our newest senior consultant on the team, Erica. She's gonna come off of mute and speak about what she's been doing this month, because I'm gonna tell you guys, right, when I ran the numbers, she got 7 new preferred members this month. I don't even have 7 new preferred members this month, and I'm a global expansion team member. She just hit his senior consultant and she got 7. So I want to know personally, and I'm sure you guys want to know what the hell she been doing, because that's like super exciting. So Erica, I see you're off mute. That's what's up, right? Can you please just speak to us really quick about what you've been saying, what you've been doing, and how you've been going about getting your preferred members this month? Because that's super amazing how you've been going about that.
Hi, you guys. So, yes, I just hit senior consultant on Saturday morning.
Hey,
Saturday. The first thing I did was check my orders and things like that. And as soon as I saw that, my volume was over 500, Mandy's the first person I texted, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten there without her. A few things that I've been doing. So first of all, I like how you said earlier, Jerry, that like sometimes people just do fall in your lap. So I feel like a few of those people just fell into my lap when it came to, wanting to just become more healthier and take products that were going to make them feel good. And so a few of the things that I did were, I know, with COVID and everything going on, we shouldn't have people in our houses. But I was having a few of my friends, a few of my family members come over for kind of like a shake party of just 2. And so with that, I was using my own products. I was making small amounts of teas, shakes, and then the coffee, of course, because I'm obsessed with the coffee, but just in small amounts. And so going over like the wellness profiles in person, I feel really scored me a few people that did sign up. So that's one of the ways that I did it. And what was the second way? Oh, just like talking to people. So social media, I'm not that active. Whoever follows me on social media, you know that I'm not that active on social media. My posts are super dead. A few months back, I was just kind of getting bored with my social media. So I feel like I just deleted everything that was old. I knew I was going to like go full force with Herbalife, or at least I wanted to. So just so you guys know, I had become a distributor back in September, and I was not running my business. I was not caring what the hell was going on. I just like didn't care. So then once December came around, after talking to Mandy a few times, she's just like, what are you doing? Like, this is why you signed up, and so then I started to become serious about it. What was the other way? That just like talking to people on social media, being more interactive. I do need to be a little bit more active, like on my posts and things. I'm more active on my story, if anything. But just like interacting with people, I'm already so good at like talking to people at work. I work in veterinary medicine, so I deal with clients all day. Some are nice, some are not. But I feel like I'm already so good at talking to people that I was just trying to put it forward and just like really use those skills. What else did I do? I can't even think of what I did now. But yeah, no, just mainly like having people over for like shake parties of 2, going over the products with them. It felt really good because like after reviewing the marketing plan on the website and then just like talking about it and like teaching myself about it and then teaching somebody else about it, it really helped like my confidence and like talking to people about the products. And the people were already so easy to talk to anyways, because they were a few of my family members. They were a few of my friends and things like that. So it was easy for me off the bat. But I feel like I had already known going into it this month, like who my targeted people were going to be. And I got every single one of them signed up. So
I really, really liked your share. Thank
sorry,
you.
that was all over the place.
Thank you for that. Type a 7 in the chat if you feel like Erica just gave some value to the group. Type a 7. Go off. No, that was damn good. Good job, Erica. Good job. Keep going. Way to go.
Yep.
So one thing that I really got from what she said, y'all, is that I've been saying this for a long time. I've been saying it, and she's the proof. Invite to the house. Hey, I got shakes. I got this, that, and the third. I am confident. Did you guys hear what she said? I went over the marketing plan. It gave me confidence to speak about it. Because she's not only a senior consultant, she's a senior consultant. So no, she hasn't made a ton of money in Herbalife yet, but she's made enough to be confident about speaking about it. You see what I'm saying? The review, the going over it, the practicing gave her the confidence to speak to people about the products. Erica, what's your results really quick? I don't even know them, but like, can you just say what your results are really quick?
So my goal was to gain just like lean muscle. Now I don't work out every day. I know that I should. I think I've been to like 1 or 2 of Bambino's fit camps, and then I totally ghosted him. But I would say I've only really gained since like the summertime of last year. I've only really gained like maybe 5 pounds. But I wanted to put on more muscle, and I wanted to just gain more pounds throughout these few months. I know it's not a lot, but only be like maybe 4 or 5 pounds. But like I feel good. I feel a little bit thicker, but like I'm happy with it. So
and that's the main point that I want to get across, right? Is that yes, she didn't get all the way to her goal. It's you guys understand that it's a journey, right? To your ultimate. There's no picture perfect because you're always going to want more even when you get there, right? But the whole point of it is she got some results and she felt good about it. She's been taking the products and she feels good. So when she's talking to people about the products, it's easy for her because she knows what it's like when she drinks the tea and how she feel on the inside. She know what it's like when she drink the Rebuild after she work out, whether it be 2 or 4 times a week. She know what it's like when she blend the shake in the morning or shake it up and it tastes hella good. She know what it's like. So it's easy for her to be like, hey, you should sign up for this because I really like it. This is my results and this is how I feel. And ultimately at the end of the day, I feel like it's beneficial for you because I care about you. You should do Herbalife with me. And she has 7 preferred members because of it. You guys see what I'm saying? So it's important for you guys to understand when you take the products, really understand how you feel because a lot of people don't know what it's like to feel good every day. We got products. We got vitamins. We got hella stuff, dog, to make us feel better on the inside, cellular nutrition. So now when we go out and speak about it, like, yo, you should feel how I feel. Because I feel like on 10. I feel like $1 million. I feel great. I feel like a new car in the summer. You know what I'm saying? So, Erica, thank you for that. I appreciate that. That was really good. Mic drop. Yeah. Let me see what the chat's talking about. Right. Somebody want 5 pounds. Shit. Shoot. Somebody want 5 pounds. Don't play. Trust me, I want 5 more pounds right now. So that's what it's about. Yo, I gained 5 pounds and I feel hella good. And I helped a few people get in shape and I made a couple dollars. Why wouldn't somebody be attracted to that? She don't got to be a global expansion team member to get new people. She don't got to be a president's team member to get new people. Listen, I gained 5 pounds. I feel way better than I felt before. And I made some money by getting people started. And I hit a new level in the business and I hang out with some cool people and they just recognized me and it was lit. I feel really good about the community that I'm part of. You should probably come see what I do. Because people join for the products, people join for the business, and people join for the community. So she just hit all 3 right there. Maybe y'all should put that in, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna take that. Maybe y'all should put that in y'all tool belt, right? If you've been around for a while, you know about the tool belt. You know about it. Maybe that's something you need to put in the tool belt. Okay, bet. So, this has been a really good call. I got a couple more things that we got to go over. And that's gonna be the end of it. So I want to talk about social media, right? And the fact that I just wanted to bring to you guys' attention that some of us need to, because this is the thing, again, right? And I just want to be clear on this, right? I just want to be clear on this. Type of 8 in the chat if you want to make Herbalife your full-time income. If you want to make full-time income with Herbalife, type of 8 in the chat. I just want to be clear on this, right? Because I'm talking to those people. This is tailored to those people, right? I'm not saying you got to quit your job. I'm not saying none of that, right? I'm just saying you want to make full-time income. Okay, cool. I see a lot of 8s, right? Okay, bet. The reality of it is, out of all these 8s, I know some of you guys want to do a nutrition club, right? Everybody doesn't want to do a nutrition club. So if you are not going to do a nutrition club, right, you're going to have to be a presence on social media along with the face-to-face and along with sponsoring people who possibly want to do nutrition club. It's going to have to be a mix of a bunch of different things. But what I'm saying is a lot of it's going to have to come from you and your own personal production to get the word out and to bring people in, right? So what I'm saying is you can get a lot of more people via social media. Some of us need to get better on social media, right? So I want you guys, let's just do this real quick, right? Everybody in the chat, type your 1 or 2 favorite Herbalifers you follow on social media right now in the chat. Your 1 or 2 favorite Herbalifers on social media, right? I just want to see. Mine, Style Bell, Summertime Steve, right? That's who I really like on social media. I really like other people too, but that's just 2 people, right? Okay, bet. I see Sir Style. I see Go Hard. I see Annie at 7. Yeah, they going crazy. Yeah. Gina. And I see a lot of Annie at 7s in here. Right. Okay, bet. Fit Blonde. I believe I've seen her on social media. Right. Okay, bet. Right. Okay, now here's Karen. Right. Okay, bet. Now let's Annie and Roxy. Okay, bet. Karen 7. I see. Okay, bet. I see a lot of the same people. Okay, cool. Right. Now this is just now we're gonna have a real moment right here, right? And the point is for you not to say, Paimi, yeah, she's going crazy, right? The point is not for you to say the answer to everybody right now, but it's just for you to think about, right? It's for you to think about. If you are on social media, right? Because this is the thing. This is the thing. Before I say this, your following of people or the people that might come to your page might know about other people in Herbalife, but they might not know anybody besides you, right? But for the people that may know, or the people that interested in Herbalife, right? That's looking for a coach, right? And you say that you're not really that good on social media and you don't really have aspirations of doing a nutrition club, but you really want the full-time income, you want to do the lifestyle stuff right now, ask yourself this question. If somebody that's looking for a distributor to go under, to do the business under, or to become a client, right? And they see your page versus 1 or 2 of your favorite Herbalifers, a random person that's looking for a coach, who do you think they might pick based upon what they see, right? Based upon what they see, based upon how they present themselves, based upon their results, all that, right? Who do you think they might pick? Now, don't do it right here, right? My point is bringing that is to you guys that if they're going solely off of what they see on social media, they don't know the person you are. This person A is on social media, just talking, showing their lifestyle, not only talking about Herbalife, being a personable person, showing personality, definitely working out, definitely doing the trainings, definitely getting results, doing the deal, right? The deal though. And then there's this person who sometimes post, and the only time they post, they only talk about Herbalife only. They be posting hella negative, and they don't even get on their story and talk. You don't even see them. You don't even know what they sound like. You don't even know their personality. Who do you think they're gonna choose, person A or person B? Some of us are on a little bit more of the B side in the sense of not showing all that we can show. And then there's people out there, like we just named in this chat box, that are doing the deal. I really want to get across to you guys that it's going to take more of you to come out of your shell at a time, right? I'm not saying you got to be a blogger tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is it does take for you a little bit to be like, you know what, let me get on camera and speak a little bit about what I got going on. Like if you got kids, show the kiddos, right? Because people can relate to that, because at the end of the day, this is a Me Too business. If she can do it, me too. If he can do it, me too. If that person lost 30 pounds, me too. I can do it too. You want people to be able to say me too in this business, right? So show the kiddos, show the lifestyle, show you mess it. Like they was just talking about this on social media, right? RC and Alondra, right? I believe if you messing up while, you know what I'm saying, you doing something, it's all good. Show the mess up. I just seen Tango today. Stubbed his finger on there, right? People want to see, yo, that guy's not perfect. He's like me because I be doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And he's successful. He has a team under him. He's getting a check. He's got results. Let me see what's up with him. Maybe because he's a little bit more relatable because he showed the messes up. He showed the messed up. He's talking about the sports that he likes. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about maybe what's going on in the world or whatever, but drinking his tea, getting results, hanging out with the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to show more and be a little bit more personable and just do the deal. If that's what you want. Now, like I'm saying, if you making $200 a month doing Herbalife and that's your goal and that's what you wanted and you don't necessarily need to do more to get to your goal, then listen, keep doing what you're doing. I'm saying for the people that want more, because if you want more, you have to do more. So this is forcing you to become more. Right? So that's one thing that I wanted to get across to you guys, that it's going to take a little bit more savviness on social media, savviness in person, not being so afraid to go up to that person and speak, right? Because again, like I said, if you meet somebody in the marketplace and you invite them to your social media and your social media not lit, why would that person be like, you know what, I want to do Herbalife with this person? Why would they say that when they follow Style Bell? Why would they say that when they follow Seven and Annie? They met you in real life, but this person looked like they getting it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not saying it's a comparison, but what I'm saying is it's about production. They're doing more, so that's why they're getting more clients. That's why they get more distributors. That's why they're living the lifestyle, because they did more. They're investing more time. We can do the same thing. It's the same opportunity. And I understand. I understand that people have jobs. I understand about taking care of kids. I understand about the whole deal, right? School, whatever, in the capacity that you can. Do more. That's what I'm saying. Do more in the capacity that you can, and see where that leads you in the next 90 days, in the next 6 months, in the next year, because the time is going to pass regardless to if you do or do not. Promise. Y'all can hold me to that. Y'all can hold me to it. The time is going to pass anyway. So to make sure that we are doing these things right, type a 9 in the chat if you want accountability partners for the month of February. For the month of February, if you want an accountability partner to say, you know what, push me to the next level to make sure I'm on doing my social media. I'm working on, I'm getting results, and this is the thing. If you type a 9, right, you're not going to be paired up with somebody you necessarily know. It's going to be somebody you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you ain't necessarily like this with. Like, okay, we about to get uncomfortable. We about to build these relationships. So I see a lot of 9s. Let me see. Can we just build up the Do It 24 crew hashtag? Yeah, we can definitely do that as well. Start hashtagging more Do It 24 crew, right? And if you don't want to have the accountability partner, it's okay. It's not a, you know what I'm saying? It's not a mandated thing. But if you do, you type a 9. This is a lot of people right now. So listen, send me personally a message via text if you got my number, Telegram, Instagram, right? Just send me a message and saying, I'm going to make the list and we're going to do it, right? And so for the month of February, you got a whole week right now to get right. You got a whole week to get right, because February 1st is coming and we're going to be on tilt. more reels, more stories, more posts, more photo shoots, more activity, more accountability on working out, more getting results, more products, more lifestyle, more you, more who you are. Right? That sounds good, right? I would hope so. Shit. Shoot. Right? So anyway, at the end of the day, you guys, that's gonna be the end of the call. So all questions are good questions. But if we ain't got no questions, let's get to it because it's EOM for the last week. Come off me if y'all got questions.
I don't have a question, but I do want to say how you was like comparing the Instagrams from who our favorite people is that we like idolize and like what ours look like. And like if we gave somebody a referral, didn't know us from nothing and they came to our page, what does it look like? Well, ever since I took the initiative to start being more active outside and doing my workouts outside, this one that I did with the resistance bands was a really nice neighborhood. And I don't know this lady from nothing, but her dog liked me. And so we're just talking and I brought up Herbalife and I had my bag out on the table in my cup. And so I had my You Again card, but Mari told me, she was like, write your information on the back of it. So that way they got you either way. So I did that. I gave her the card. She's like, yeah, I know some friends that are interested. Whoop. And long story short, the minute I gave her my card and I left, I felt so good about it. And I was like, wait a minute. What's the last thing I posted on Instagram? So I had to go to my Instagram and I was like, wait, okay, so what do this look like? I don't know this woman for nothing. What does this look like if she and her friends go on my page? So that's when I started I was telling the girls, I may, you know how you can remove followers. So I remove people from my follower list that weren't contributing to anything that I'm doing or don't care about anything that I'm doing. I'm rearranging my highlights. It's a process. There's so many of them. And then I'm just trying to make sure my content, when you go, what am I doing? I'm working out. I'm about fitness. I'm about health. I'm a mommy, that kind of stuff. I called myself kind of structuring my page a certain way. And I'm pretty happy with it now. I do want, like I said, to have more flyers and more content, but just the fact that I gave her my card and I thought about what do I look like to a stranger. And you mentioned that is a solid thing. Cause it's what do I look like to a stranger now that I'm getting out there and not doing my circle of influence anymore? I got to start branding myself. So that's what I was telling Mandy earlier. I'm really excited to do that. And yeah, how you said more, just more everything, more, go harder.
Quick tip for you guys. I know we over 8 o'clock. I just want to say this to you guys. For your favorite Herbalife, wait, somebody want to say something else? Somebody had a question?
Yeah, I had a quick tip too. I'll go after you.
Oh, okay, yeah. What I was going to say is for your people that you follow, right? For your favorite people, whether it be a plethora of them, whether it's one or two, right? Take what you see from their social media and do that same thing. Because again, your followers, your circle of influence, I guarantee your friends that you grew up with don't follow Style. They don't follow Andy. They don't follow Seven. They don't even know they exist. You know what I'm saying? They know you as the Herbalifer. You're the person in their view, right? So if you see somebody do something, you know how many captions that I done took from different people? You know how many different poses that I done took from Style? Amanda, no. I didn't told her before. Tango, no. Listen, I didn't see Style do this. I need I didn't do it like this, right? So it's nobody knows. And even if they do know, who cares? Who cares? It's not about that, right? So take what you see from your favorite person, right? And they don't have to necessarily be Herbalife, right? They don't have to be Herbalife, but I'm using that as an example because that's what we do, right? Take your favorite aesthetics from what you see and apply it to your aesthetics in a sense of picture taking, posting on social media, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Filters, blah, 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 whatever. Yes. Michaela, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick. I've been really, one thing that's been helpful for me. I've been really focusing on trying to do better with my follow up and when I, message people, just keeping up with that process, not only keeping my list in my phone, but I don't know if it was always here, but I've just recently discovered in the DMs, because sometimes you know how it just goes flooded and you just lose after your top step. You can do a primary and a general DM. So everybody that I talk about with Herbalife, so clients, I'm putting them in another side of the DM. So I hear my people for this. So yeah, that's been helpful.
Yeah, definitely separate your people. So whenever you have business conversation, we talk business, primary,
Right.
or general, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like go
Mhm.
over there, that way you never lose them. Cause I know what it's like damn, I didn't reply. Like
Right.
that'd be the worst, like, damn, I thought you know what I mean? So okay,
Mhm.
yeah, that's that. So any other questions? No? Yeah? No? Going once, going twice. Okay, bet that is the end of the